Okay, let's go ahead and get started real quick. Let me just make sure this is all working and I'll get this stream going. I have a lot I want to talk about in the stream. So let me just get this started, like I said. First thing I would like to talk about is Uniswap v3, right? So this is something that's going to have a very large impact, I believe, on the DeFi and crypto space. It's a very big development because, as we know, Uniswap, although it does work, it does allow people to add liquidity and make trades. It's a much better alternative than what we originally had. It's still not nearly what you could call an optimal DEX or automated market maker. There's still a lot of improvements that need to be made. So real quick before we start, I'm going to share this with my Telegram chat. If you guys are not in my Telegram chat for whatever reason, make sure you guys join this right here. So let's go here. Let me just say that I'm live so everyone can know that I'm live. Yep, that is done. Right here. And close this out and see if anyone's in. So we have one listener right now. Whoever's listening, thank you for tuning in. So Uniswap v3, the main things that they're going to add is what they're calling focused liquidity, okay? So right here, we can see this is a post from the Block Crypto, which is a pretty good newsletter. I do like it. At the heart of the upgrade is the ability for liquidity providers, LPs, to make markets with customized price ranges, an approach dubbed concentrated liquidity. Okay, so what this is doing in theory is, let's say you're a liquidity provider and you're like, I want to avoid impermanent loss, okay? By using this concentrated liquidity method, you can create a price range for the assets you put in your LP, meaning if they get in a certain range, your LP position will be removed. So you'll remove your liquidity. And this will protect people from impermanent loss because those big price movements are what create the impermanent loss. Now, the issue with this that I could see happening is the gas fees, right? So previously LPs were required to have capital on standby for an infinite range of prices, right? Which means would sit idle rather than being put to work to earn fees at more specific prices. As such, the only fee generating capital for LPs would be that which is designed for the prices. And again, this makes sense. And I guess it is more efficient, but at the same time, it's going to cause people to have to monitor their LPs more because if you're putting liquidity in for a certain price level, right, and the prices change, you have to monitor your liquidity to see what happens, and that could cause more fees. So I don't think this is going to be like a holy grail. We'll see. It could be, but make sure you guys are paying attention to this. And again, UNI v3 is set to roll out on May 5th. Now let's move on. I want to talk about Backed. So I've talked about Backed before, guys. If you do not know, this is a very new protocol that I'm actually working with the team, helping them get things going and whatnot. And I just want to let you guys know that we are working on creating a community incentive for people who are early adopters or early members of the Telegram community. So if you guys would like to possibly get involved with this and get some incentives for being an early member, make sure you guys join the Backed Telegram chat, which I'll link right now. It's this right here. Let me pull it up real quick on my other monitor. This right here. Let me add a link to it real quick in the chat, but make sure you guys join this and don't miss out on what is coming. So let's go right here. Let me just paste this in the chat. Okay. So now let's move on to what's going on with RenaSwap. So Rena is a project that I've been following for quite some time. I think about since January. I've been holding ITS, or let's see here. Yeah, it was actually December. I've been holding ITS. I bought in around $20 over here, and I'm still holding it. And the reason I've been holding it is because it is going to play a big role in the RenaSwap ecosystem. Now, this is one of the developers for RenaSwap, or the Rena team. And he just posted this video, Rena is coming, testnet is deployed, audit is imminent. So their testnet is pretty much over. And at this point, they're waiting for their audit, and then there will be the Rena presale. So with the Runa pre-sale, he'll be able to buy Runa at a cheaper level than the rest of the market, apparently. Okay, and always keep in mind, guys, that pre-sales are inherently more risky. But Runa swap is something that I've been interested in for a long time. And as you can see, the release of Runa has had a very, or the upcoming release of Runa has had a very positive impact on the price of ITS. So ITS will play a big role in it, and a lot of the liquidity or volume from Runa swap will feed the ITS rebalancer, which in turn will burn more ITS and in turn increase the price further. So keep this in mind, guys. Keep a lookout for the Runa launch because I do think it will be a pretty big movement in the DeFi space. And also, if you want to invest in Runa before it gets released, ITS is the way to do it, as this will be the governance token for Runa swap. Cloud Tiger says, Dojify, what's up, man? Thanks for commenting on the stream. So now let's take a look at another one, which I'm following, called the DeFi Wizard. Oh, I should not have closed those, but that's okay. So DeFi Wizard is a new application. You can see right here, it says multi-chain DeFi Legos made simple. One-click wizard to create audited ERC20 BEP20 EDST token, create staking smart contract, create yield farming contract for LP tokens. So they're making it easy to make your own DeFi platforms, which is pretty cool. And now one thing I wanted to share here is that right now at the current moment, there is a pretty good yield farming opportunity. So for DeFi Wizard, if you go to defywizard.xyz and then go to staking, so /staking. And also, guys, I'll have all these links in my Telegram chat if you guys would like to see them. But here in the staking, you can see their reward program is for their liquidity providers on Uniswap for the ETH and DWZ tokens, or the LP tokens. And the annual percent yield as of now is at 696%, which comes out to be about 2% daily. So very good rewards right now. I have not staked this LP, but I'm considering doing it. Although I'm not extremely familiar with DeFi Wizard, I've not done my full research on it. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. If we go to get started right here, we can see that it's coming soon. So it's, again, like a lot of the coins I talk about, a speculative bet. I do some speculation, as you guys know. But you can see right here, you can easily make your own ERC20 and make it a farming contract or anything you want. It's very easy to do. And I've seen other coins do this, such as Hathor, HTR. I actually gave some of my Hathor tokens to some of my stream viewers recently. But the thing with the Hathor token and that model where you can create your own Hathor token very easily is it's only for the Hathor network. Now, this is for Ethereum as well as the Binance Smart Chain. So me as a YouTuber or someone who likes to talk about the crypto space, I could use DeFi Wizard to make my own ERC20 or Binance Smart Chain contracts or coins very easily. And I'm not a developer, so this is something that would be useful to me and something I'm paying attention to because not only do I find it to be a possible investment, but it's also just interesting and cool. We can see here as well, they are backed by a very good amount of VCs, such as TRG Capital and X21 and Spark. And I think they raised about $2.7 million. So this is definitely a project to pay attention to. Again, it's not out yet. Let's go to their projects right here and see what that brings us to. So these are projects using their DeFi solutions. So odds, finance, click right here. And you can see there's more staking here. Odds, ETH. So if you guys are on Ethereum and you're looking for good LPs, I think DeFi Wizard is a good thing to check out. We can also look at ZeroSwap, multi-chain protocol liquidity mining. Go to staking/BSC. I'm not on BSC, so we won't do that. We're staking/ETH. 417% again. So very good resource. Look at the token as well. Let me just search up the token on CoinGecko real quick. CoinGecko. And the ticker is DWZ. DeFi Wizard. And it's looking at like it's on somewhat of a downtrend. So not the bullish or the most bullish trend right now. And they did have a massive pre-sale, so this is somewhat expected. But still, this is definitely one that's worth paying attention to. Moving on, I want to go over Genesis Shards. They raised 2.7 million to create new pre-IDO market using DeFi NFT options. So pre-IDO, so an IDO is an initial DEX offering. We can kind of compare this to the traditional financial markets like the stock market. So on the stock market, you can actually buy stocks before their IPO, like Coinbase, for example. Coinbase has not been listed yet on the public market. However, you can actually buy shares. So it's kind of like an IOU contract on different derivatives platforms. So that's kind of what this is doing. It's allowing people to get into pre-IDOs or IDOs before they're an actual IDO. So it's like a IDO on top of an IDO almost. So the DeFi ecosystem has taken leaps and bounds over the last few years. However, it still faces some acute bottleneck issues in the pre-IDO space, with low token liquidity due to lack of tradable market and inconsistent OTC trade practices that have a high default risk. Genesis Shards was created to usher in a new paradigm where network participants can efficiently and safely gain access to and trade pre-IDO tokens. And this is cool because right now the pre-IDO, pre-IPO stuff is mainly on CEXs or centralized exchanges. So it's further decentralizing a concept that really could be worth billions of dollars because that kind of futures contracts trading gets a lot of volume. And they're doing this through NFTs, so non-fungible tokens. So you get like an NFT for your pre-IDO position. What's up, Harvey Anderson? Olympus DAO. Staking is live Friday. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get in on the Olympus DAO presale. I had one of the developers, Coyote, he actually joined the chat and talked about it, and fundamentally it seemed very interesting. I just was lazy about getting in the Discord, investing in it. So I think, Harvey, you said you did get in on the presale, so that's pretty great. But definitely excited to see what Olympus DAO does. But I, again, just didn't spend the time to actually look into it. Let's see if it's on here. Pull up my Twitter if we can look at Olympus DAO. Oh, man, this is the Genesis Shards website. So you can see right here, new marketplace for pre-IDO on NFTs, transforming NFTs into a liquidity vehicle for pre-IDO tokens, and a whole new suite of DeFi products across multiple blockchains. And it's powered by Polkadot. And I really like this because my position really on NFTs have been the idea of them, the technology makes sense, it has value, but I just don't want to buy digital art. I have no interest in the digital art. But using NFTs as a store of value for liquidity or positions like this does make a lot of sense. So illiquid tokens due to various reasons, including interfering with IDO plan. They have an NFT wrapper and the GS token. So now let's go back to what Harvey talked about, which was the Olympus DAO. Pause this real quick. Don't want to get copyright. Harvey says, I was the same, didn't bother getting Discord because I prefer Telegram. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't mind Discord, but having Discord and Telegram is too much for me. I would like to just have it all on one platform. But I messaged them to see if they had a Telegram, and because of that, they contacted me in the pre-sale. Pretty cool of them. Wow, man, that's very cool. Yeah, I should have done that. The team there is very good at community building, so that's pretty sweet. So let's go to this. An algorithmic currency protocol. I haven't even seen this yet. I really only looked at Olympus DAO when it first was released on the mediums. But this looks very good. Wow. Very good looking website. And you said the staking comes out soon, so that's great. And one more thing we can talk about too is, let's go over here, the Delta Financial. So the limited staking window is over, but the RLP, the claim for that should be open within the next few days as well. So that's something I'm very excited about. The RLP tokens are just called RLP. They're not liquidity pool tokens. You don't have to add liquidity to get them. They're really just tokens called RLP. But anyways, they have a massive multiplier on yield. So people who stake their RLP will be able to earn very high rewards for doing so. And again, they'll have it through one button. So if you're someone who invested in the limited staking window, in order to claim your RLP, you have to just wait for it to be open. And then there'll be a claim and stake button. So it'll automatically stake it once you claim it. And now you can unstake it and sell it on the open market. I might do that because with the vesting schedule, so the rewards you earn, they are time locked. So you have to keep that in mind. And that allows them to offer higher rewards. And because of that, I might just sell if it gets up to a very high price. But that's really what's going on with Delta. And yeah, guys, that's kind of it for this stream. I just wanted to hop on real quick and share some news, what's going on. Again, we went over UNI v3, what's going on with back.fun, and how if you guys would like to get in on some early community incentives that I'm trying to get the team to do, feel free to join the Telegram chat, which I linked up above. And then we have stuff with DeFi Wizard, Olympus DAO, Genesis, and Delta. I got in on this, excited to see the results for Delta. That's awesome, Morn. Glad that you got in. But that's it, guys, for the stream. As always, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.